Hello everybody, this is Ashley Jamerson coming to you from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I just want to give you a quick market update and some tips for buyers who are still looking for a home, especially looking for a home in this like 150 to 275 price range. The market is ridiculously hot still, meaning that a house will come on the market and there will be 9 showings on the first day and maybe 12 the following day, and then there's offers twinkling in, and you can easily be caught up in a highest and best multiple offer situation. Some ways to beat that from personal experience from last night. Okay, so I had a listing that hit the market and my phone just started like ding, 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 like all these showings. But the first day there were 9 showings. I got 1 offer. I received feedback from one agent that said, this is the first house that my client looked at. We want to look at a few more and we may be submitting an offer later on this week. That buyer, if they didn't find something else, they missed out on the house. Another person said, if you receive other offers, let me know and then my buyer will submit an offer. That makes no sense to me, simply because if your buyer is interested, why will they wait until another buyer is interested before they submit an offer? It's like, if you like it, put a ring on it type of thing. So they also missed out. By the time I was able to present offers to my client, we had 5 offers, 3 of which was very good. We narrowed it down to 2, and basically it came down to price. And a lot of buyers who missed out maybe in the summer are missing out now on properties. They are going above asking price, and if that house doesn't appraise for your purchase price, then you could be caught in a pickle. Depending on what type of loan you have, you can be forced to back out of the contract, try to negotiate with the seller to lower the list price, bring additional money to closing because the bank will only give you a loan for the appraised amount. So when you get the offer, there's so many things to consider that I have to go over with my client. It's not just the purchase price. If it was just the purchase price, it'd be super easy. This is high, this is low. But you're also looking at due diligence period, due diligence money, closing date, what type of loan they're using, things like that. I mean, those things make a difference. If I get an offer for full asking price, but you're only offering $250, not thousand, but $250 due diligence, to some people that's a lot of money, but to other people that could be like, you know, the cost of a nice dinner at Ruth's Chris, or a nice pair of shoes. Some people can walk away from $250. So, you know, if going gets tough and we're trying to negotiate repairs, they may just start looking at another house. They have no teeth in the game. So a lot of things matter. So some tips for some buyers is, of course, I always say this, is get pre-approved. Pre-qualification is amazing, but go ahead and submit that paperwork, or start submitting that paperwork and make that qualification an approval. If you are dragging your agent out there and looking at property, be prepared to make an offer on the property that you like. It will not be there again. I mean, if you like it, chances are someone else will like it. That's just how it is. If your heart skipped a beat when you walked into the house, someone else's heart skipped a beat to the point where they wrote an offer. So you don't want to be in a position where you missed out because you were paralyzed by the decision-making process. Don't give a weak due diligence fee. There is no set amount of how much a due diligence fee is, but my rule of thumb that I give my clients is 1 month's mortgage, because you're taking the house off the market for 30 days. So you're paying the seller for that time if you decide to back away, because they had to put the house back on the market. Then the house is sort of, you know, bruised a little bit because other buyers are like, well, why didn't the house close? Is it because of the house? Is it, you know? So you're paying for the time it will cost them to take it off the market for you and then put it back on the market for someone else. And then don't have a due diligence period end the week of closing. That doesn't really seem fair. It's like if the house is not vacant, the seller has already packed up all their stuff, has already started the transition into their new home, and then you decide on Monday you don't want the house. You get your due diligence, you get your earnest money back, and the seller is out here, screwed. They're like in a position where they were ready to move on to their next house, and here you are a few days before closing. So I like to have I like to see, 20 to 25 days for that due diligence period. And yeah, get all your inspections done quick, get that appraisal done quick, and start negotiating so that the lender can give you a legit approval before the due diligence period is over. Or if we're waiting on lender final approval, that's all we're waiting on and not all this other stuff. So there's just a lot of things that go into an offer. I made a video a while ago about a strong offer versus a weak offer. And I think that if you are in this market and you're consistently missing out on properties, that would be a great video for you to watch. But approval, strong offer, getting into the house quick. If you are looking for a house and you have to be out by X day, let's say you have to be in your new house before Christmas, that means you and all the decision makers should set aside a week where everyone is flexible and can go view a home at lunchtime, or they can view a home right after work, or you're not waiting to the weekend, because everyone is looking at properties on the weekend. I put this property on the market on Monday, and we had offers and we were under contract late last night. So you have to move very quickly. If you are in that price range of the 150 to 275, you have to be on top of it in order to get the house that you want and that your heart desires. So that is my 2 cents for today. The weather has dropped. We are in the 50s and I am freezing in my office. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, definitely reach out to me if you are in the Charlotte area. That's Charlotte, Gastonia, Huntersville, Concord, Cornelius, Davis, and Morrisville area. My number is 980-319-3664. Visit my website, search704.com, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye.